know what you need. I know just how to please you. I got what it takes. I know what you need. I can provide. There's no way I'll hide from you. I got what it takes. I know what you need. I guarantee. I guarantee. You're gonna give your love to me. You. I can protect you. I got what it takes. I'm your man. Take it fast or slow. Who knows where it goes? I've got what it takes. I'm your man. I guarantee. I guarantee. You're gonna give your love to me. You'll give your love to me. I know what you need. I know just how to please you. I got what it takes. I know what you need. I can provide. There's no way I'll hide from you. I got what it takes. I know what you need. I guarantee. I guarantee. You're gonna give your love to me. I guarantee. I guarantee. You're gonna give your love. You'll give your love to me. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hello, how you all doing? Welcome to Night Writer. We're going to continue tonight with our very good friend, Steve Stockton. I just got to wait to build the thing up a little bit so I can... got to build this guy up because this, you know, he's quality, this guy, you know. So we got to make sure he gets a proper welcome. You know, Steve Stockton is a writer, producer. He plays a bit of bass. He's got numerous instruments, of which he wishes I could come and play for him. But no, yeah, he's got 2 great channels, one of which is called 13 Past Midnight, and we've been doing a record for him last week. And this week we're going to continue with the finishing of it, and I'm going to write some more for him because I just think it's that kind of channel, needs more. You know, you can always have more. Ask Alien Girl. You can always have more. She's in the chat, is our Amy. And lovely to see you, Amy. Lovely to see you, everybody. We'll get to you in a second. Let's add our dear friend, Steve Stockton. Here he is.
Hey.
Hey, my dude.
Good to see you, friend. How's it going, Lee?
It's all right, my friend. We're friends, see, ladies and gentlemen. You have to understand, we're very good friends, okay? we even talk offline. How about that? Yes. Yeah, we're very, very good friends.
And what an introduction there. I wish I had a better act for you now.
Well, you better start writing one now. I mean, you're a writer, aren't you?
Oh, if you only knew. I'm working on 3 books and 2 film scripts right now.
Yeah, well, you know, not good enough, mate. I mean, you could always do a little more.
Well, I've got the 2 channels you mentioned, and then I've got 3 more channels in development. So
yeah, I always forget the name of the bigger channel, and I'm really sorry about that.
Missing Persons and Mysteries.
That's it. Missing persons and mysteries. One day
Unhappy.
I'll know them both. Honestly, no, I really will. I'll try my uttermost bestest. Honest, no, I really, really will. We're going to say,
Oh, yeah.
should we say hello to some lovely Jadies and gentlemen that have kindly joined us here? It's not, which is nice, isn't it? It's nice, isn't it? So we've got gaming with Stephen. Hi, all right, Stephen. Hi, he's great. He's great, man. Great. By the way, all right, we've got Midnight Society. Hi, how you doing? Peace. We've got the ever. Oh no, that's me. Midnight Society. Look, these names are going up so fast. Alien Girl 111. There's Amy. Hi, Amy. How you doing? Yeah. Thanks, Amy. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, go subscribe to Steve's channel. Some great channels he's got. He's got 2 fantastic channels.
Thank you.
Stuart. That's Takashi Chris's other half. Hello, my mate. Or Mind Forked, as people know her by as well. So, yeah, there's Stuart. There's Off-World Adam. Hello, mate. All right, Adam. How you doing? All right, mate. Boom. Mr. Rogers, 317. You all right? See? You too? Otter Girl, hi. How you doing? And there she is. Akashi Chris. Mwah. How you doing, Chris? Oh, Paranormal Pixie. Hello, Lara. You all right? How you doing? Glad to see you. I think we're caught up, haven't we? Oh, look.
I'm
Mr.
pretty
Catfish,
sure.
21000 to 100.
I think Dogface is in as well.
No, he's not. Is he
Oh, I
dog
think
facing?
he
Is he?
is.
I don't believe you. But we've got Sasha Bell. You remember when I sang to Sasha Bell? I sang to Sasha Bell. I always want to do it in French. Oh, there he is, Dogface. Hang on. He understood every word, same as Blue Chicken. If I could talk to the animal. Anyway.
Like to say hi to all my people that are here in the chat.
Yeah, I reckon there's a lot of
Midnight
yours here, isn't there?
Society. Oh, and thanks for the wrench, by the way. Midnight
No,
Society.
mate. No.
Watch out for her. She and I have got something in the works that's going to blow people's minds. So,
Well, I tell you what, as well, what we've done here with this piece of music, well, I've been working on it for 2 days, solid, straight. You know, so I've probably done at least 25 hours on it.
And I can tell you, it sounds absolutely amazing. I love it myself. So,
And I want to carry on with the not so much the theme, but I want to do a couple more actual tracks now that could be complementary to what's going on. And obviously they'll have the same the flavour that I've already got anyway, if you know what I mean. So without further ado, I think we're pretty much there with the hellos, aren't we? So Jadies and gentlemen, thank you very much for coming in. I'm going to change my angle here so I don't have to be all in your face all the time, because that can be a
change
little
the angle of your dangle there.
Yeah, change the angle of me dangle, and there I am looking at. Don't find it so funny, girl. Stop keeping. Oh yeah, my daughter's here as well. Amber's here. Everybody, look at that. Look, Amber's
hey,
here.
I'm here
Say
again.
hello, Amber.
guys.
Wave to the
Hi,
Jadies and gentlemen, Amber. There you go.
Hello.
There you go. Yeah, she said she couldn't say hello to everybody because she's on her phone. She wants to get herself a laptop so that she can tag people because it's really annoying on the phone. She is not wrong. Whenever I'm on the phone, I usually use the quickest way I can say hi. Like if it's dog face, I'd say hello, dog. Or if it's, anybody with a long name,
Right.
mate, they're getting the shortest road possible.
On the computer, you can just start to put the @ symbol, start typing it out. It puts it in there for you. But on the
There
phone,
you go.
Yeah,
It-
that's why I
it
want a
tags it,
laptop.
yeah.
Yeah, it makes it so much easier.
Why they don't do it on phones, why they don't allow that on phones and they haven't introduced it on phones, I have no idea. Especially when you put the @ symbol. I mean,
Because
it's
you
just
think when you
so
do it
annoying.
on other apps,
Yeah.
it does come up with the name. So why they can't do it on YouTube, I don't know.
Well, it's the same as the spelling thing, isn't it? It comes up with spellings when you need spellings. Why can't it just add that? I don't understand
I
how it
don't
works.
understand
I
either.
don't know what the algorithm is for that. I don't know how difficult it'd be to
autocorrect
implement it.
hates
So
me. I'll put something out that's just horribly misspelled. It's looking the other way, but then
Yeah.
I'll try to put something in and it'll put the wrong word, and that's what gets sent.
Oh, mate, I do that crap all the
Us
time.
against
I am so
Steve.
useless.
Rise
Hello,
to the
Nightmare. See you coming in there. Hello, buddy. All right, how you doing? See, look, I haven't got to tag his name now, which is a nightmare because he has the Ank in front, right? The Ank is his first letter, and what I have to do is I have to paste my
copy and
my
paste.
copy and yeah, I have to copy and paste the first couple of letters and then just put the number 1, so it gets the Nightmare. So your name is a nightmare itself. Yeah, see what I did there? See what I did there? Oh, look.
There.
Oh, Rocky Steve, how you doing? How wonderful to see you.
Oh, and I want to say a special hi to Gaming with Stephen, the Scottish lad there. And I
Yeah,
like the tilt of his kilt, shall we
You
say.
like the tilt of his kilt the same as I like the cut of his jib. Hey, he's all right as our Stephen, by the way. He's the kind of bloke that I don't mind being around. And I like doing the sound effects for his wheelchair. This vehicle is reversing. This vehicle is reversing.
One night we were talking after the show, and he was doing them himself. He was backing up to show us something, and
He loves it.
Beep, beep.
Yeah, he's got a beep on it. That's why we started doing it. So we had a laugh. He's my good mate. He is. He's a very good mate. So anyway, let's get on with listening to what we did last week, shall we? Because this is the rendition that you're going to end up actually getting, all right? So, without further ado, this is it. And you kind of recall what it looks like. Nothing's really changed apart from a couple of things where I've rendered it all together. So, ready?
Let's do it.
Don't forget to mute your mic unless you want me to do it for you every time, because it does usually help if I do it. But, you know, no, you can do it. There you go. There you go.
Wow. That's all
I
I can
spent.
say is wow.
I changed. If you notice, I changed the clock. I changed the heartbeat. I worked on the heartbeat for absolute hours to get that like that.
Yeah, and that's perfect. Before it was good, but it sounded like it had a little arrhythmia or something going on there. But now
Yeah.
it's perfect. That scary heartbeat.
Yeah, it's enough, isn't it? Like I said, I think it's got the mystery, the intrigue, and the sort of like almost fun ending, but leaving it as a mystery.
And
sort
the
of thing.
syncopation between the ticking of the clock and the beat of the heart,
Yeah,
that makes the whole piece. And then the piano in there, uh, those dark chords, very dramatic. I love it. That's a great opener for the channel. And then the second piece there, I've already got something in mind for that. That's amazing. Just
like I said, you
listening
can
to
split
it.
them. You can split them if you want. You could split them personally, because there's enough gap there for you to split them, right? And you could also, though, you can obviously also do it as one whole thing where it just one leads into the
Goes
other.
into the other. Yeah.
Right. So that's that one piece. Now, what I
Yeah.
want to do is I want to I want to do something else, don't I? Right. But what I want to get from you, I want to get an idea of what kind of band you were into, right? So if you were, like, for instance, into the Floyd a lot, or into anybody like that, that's the sort of thing I want to sort of know, because that kind of determined a little bit of where I'll go with it. So even if it's a little bit of a hip hop beat, whatever it is, it really doesn't matter, so long as you've got an idea, even if it's a link to another show or something like that I can just get a little rounded idea that you'd want for
I
it.
like a lot of electronica, like Berlin School type stuff. Maybe Gary Newman.
Oh no way!
Oh my goodness! How
Right,
creepy is
you're
that?
fine then. Right, here we go.
How mad is that?
Right, you have got me now.
I'm a
Right, so
huge Gary Newman fan. I saw him in Portland before I moved from there, and he's older than I am, and just wow, what a show!
do you want to know something? The friend that died, my mate John, he was a Numenoid.
Mhm.
So my old keyboard partner was a Numenoid.
We're
That's
all
why I said
Numenoids.
that's crazy.
Some people
The
just
reason,
don't know it yet.
yeah, there's a little bit of Newman in me. I must admit, I can't help it. I think it's like I said, it's part of the '80s thing, dude. If you didn't like a bit of Newman, then there's something a little bit
When
wrong.
that first hit, Cars, that came out in
Oh, I love that
late
song.
Well, I used to do
70s.
Cars and Our
He
Friends
was
Electric
so
on stage.
ahead of his time.
Oh
And,
yeah,
and before that, when he was with Two Boy Army, before he broke out on his own again, they were doing stuff people didn't know what to make of it, what to think of it. There was nothing like that. He
there you
basically
go.
created his own genre.
Yep.
So
Well,
nothing but mad respect
like
for
I
the
said,
man.
they were all influenced by the Bowie.
Hmm. I was
All
going to
of
throw
them.
him in next when I mentioned Berlin School and stuff. 'Cause
Yeah.
he
So
lived in Berlin and did an album there, I think with Iggy Pop or somebody that back in the day.
yeah. Well, funny. It's funny, isn't it?
Crazy world.
Isn't it funny? But I tell you, it's our age, mate. That's totally what it is. That's why we've got this link going on, Steve. Because we grew up with the same bands, didn't we? And so when you grew up with that music, you can't help but have it influence you.
It gets
I mean,
under your skin.
Ultravox. There was Ultravox because when you're talking Gary Newman, you're talking Billy Curry, right? The keyboard player Billy Curry. Now John was more of a fan of Billy Curry than he was of Gary, right? So he followed Billy Curry. So Billy Curry went from Ultravox to Gary Newman, So you can
All
yeah.
those bands, early
And it's
Depeche
influenced. If
Mode.
you listen to one of any of my records, there's a lot of the Gary Newman thing in it. And the same as with John's records, they were very Newmanoid. I had to sort of roll them back a little bit to bring it into the Newton's Descent vibe.
You had to rein him in a little
I
bit.
had to rein him in
sometimes.
just slightly because otherwise it was too Newman and it was just blatantly Newman, right? So, though we're loved to be influenced by these things, it's never good to just be a sound alike, So,
Yeah.
I
It
like I
ends
said.
up being more Newman than Newman.
Than
So,
Newman, yeah, exactly that, right? So, and though I loved John to bits, I mean, obviously, clearly, I spent 25 years with him as a musician, And though I loved him as I did, I was always honest with him and said, look, it's a great track, John, but I'm going to have to work on it. I'm going to have to, it was never anything taken away from it, and apart from a couple of the bass lines, because he liked about 6 bass lines in there, and a lot of the time they were hidden because, the frequencies were just wiping each other out. Mm-hmm. So you couldn't hear what was going on. And I think he just wanted it because he wanted more power, and he didn't know how to get power out of it. So I just compressed it and and leveled it and stuff, and obviously took everything around it down slightly so that pops a little bit more. That's how you do it, rather than trying to make it more powerful. With volume or with amounts. That's not the way forward. It doesn't work like that because you just flood things with frequencies and you lose frequencies. See, with this, the problem I had with this was the bass line in conjunction with the brass instruments, yeah?
Yeah.
So to hear that bass line, if you notice, I changed the style of the bass line just slightly, just edged it up a bit.
That sounds good. It went more from like a wall of noise to wall of sound. You can pick out the individual parts.
You can pick out the different things.
You're picking those threads out of the ether and weaving a sonic tapestry.
There you go. Yeah,
and to watch you last week, you started from nothing, an absolutely blank canvas.
Yep.
Took every little sound and tweaked it and made it into what you wanted it to be, and here we are.
I mean, then, just look.
Even got the BBC single out Symphony Orchestra in there. Love that.
We're going to single out this drum, right? This is a drum, right? This is a drum. You ready? We're singling this out so you can hear what just this was a drum. See what I mean? That was a drum.
And if I recall right, you worked for about 15 or 20 minutes to get that to sound just exactly how you wanted it to sound.
Yeah, and then I've spent like I said, I spent about another 25 hours on that, the clock, and then the mix. Right, so the clocks, the clock, basically, because I wanted the opposing clock, so the tick, tock, right? So I wanted that. So what I did was change the frequency of one and the frequency of the other, yeah? So I had one high, slightly higher, only slightly, just tonally, right? So one was like, it was like the ticking of a clock, right? So, and then what I had to do was I copied the track over, so the what I was using was the same. But then I had to get rid of one up there, get rid of one up there, get rid of one up there, get rid of one there, get rid of one there, and I had to go all the way through it, getting rid of one either side. Yeah? So that you had one either side. So then you end up with this.
And that couldn't be better.
It's only slightly tonally different from each other.
But it sounds like you sampled a clock, but you created it from scratch. That's just...
There you go.
That's mind-blowing.
Everything's from nothing. It's all I own it all.
There were no samples harmed in the making of this album.
No samples were harmed during the making of this show. Right, so now I've blown my own trumpet for long enough, right? And what we're going to do, we're going to select everything. We're going to make sure it's actually select all, and just open it up to there. There you go. That's nice and tight. So then the JDs and Lentilman can see that. And select that one. That's it, like that. Get rid of that. Save it. Well, take it back to 0. We're going to save that. And then we're gonna wipe it away in a sec and start anew. Yes. And what I should do is I shall maybe stick with a lot of the instruments we've already got and maybe add a few. But if we're talking Newman, then I'm gonna be changing a little thing or two because we got to find the Newman-y sounds. Now, to be fair, my other Ableton 9 will have them sounds because That's my usual go-to for it. But I can start with the emphasis of some sort of thing on there. I've got ideas already going around in my head. It's crazy. My head's already being inspired by because obviously Newman and stuff like that is just not,
It's easy.
I said the magic word there, didn't I?
No, it's not that. It's the whole idea of the Newman-esque, because I come from Kraftwerk, Tangerine Dream, Vangelis, Jean-Michel Jarre, all of the keyboard players, as well as I did all the soul music. And like I said, I know Eleanor hates the word, but eclectic is the word that because I do rock music, I do synth music, I'll do orchestrated music, I'll do anything. If it's music, I'm interested.
So many different styles. Like at the beginning of the show, I'm like, who's that he's playing there? That sounds really, really good. And then I realized that's you.
Yeah, it's me. You. Yeah. So everything is me. The only time you know it's not me is when I'm doing an Elton John song or a Black song, or which is a blatant cover.
The singing and everything. I heard a little bit of Culture Club in there, there was a lot of '80s influence in it. But I was like, who is that? I'm like, it's Lee.
Yeah, Give Your Love to Me is about the idea is how I used to be in a nightclub. I used to stand there with me mates. I just stood there dancing with them, right? The best dancers, obviously, because they're black lads, right? They're the best dancers. So I'd hang about with the black lads because they knew how to boogie, but being cool, right? So we'd all stand against the wall, just sort of like chilling, right? And I was never the guy that would go up to a girl and be the cheesy shut up lines and stuff like that. I've never done that in my life. I just went for the music. Yeah, I was there for the music and have a drink and stuff, right? And this song is basically a kind of like the shy guy that would never go up to talk to a woman, and it's all in his head. So in his head, he's thinking, I guarantee I'll give me love to, and he's being smooth. He's going up to him. He's taking him onto the dance floor. He's spinning them around, dancing and stuff with them. In his head, it's all a dream, of him. I guarantee you're going to give your love to me, and singing that to her, and boogieing her. And then the end of the song sort of thing is, you can imagine going back to yourself and you just sat there with a drink on your own at a table.
That sounds like every dance I was ever at, like in high school. Yep. Sit there the whole time. There's one girl I wanted to dance with, and the next song, I'll wait for the next one. Oh no, wait, this one's a slow one. I'm not going to ask her to dance for a slow song.
There you go. Yeah.
And then before you know it, it's the last song of the night, and everybody leaves.
And before you know it, it's the end of the night, and you've done nothing.
They sit watching her walk away, and that was 40-something years ago. So there you go.
Exactly that. Yep. Right, save as. We're going to call this. It's the 21st. 21st. And we're going to call it.
Hey, there's Princess Boy in the chat.
Hello, Princess Boy. Are you well, Princess Boy? We're lovely to see you. Oh, we do love Princess Boy, don't we? I've been eating plums again this morning, you see. Along with my tea and crumpets. What a dick. Right. 13 past midnight. The next move, I'm calling it. Like a game of chess. Right. 13 past midnight, the next move. Now, I think what we should start with is a drum. A drum beat. Yeah. Listen to the sound, that fabulous sound of the 80s. Well, that's not it at all.
Yeah, that's definitely not a drum. That's what I'm imagining.
No, don't do that. No, it's got to be fast. No, don't go back to that. I didn't ask you to be automated, did I? No. Delete that because now we know what we want. Right, so volume lead, please. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, what am I doing? Next bit.
Now it's time to get funky.
Just tidying this up a little bit. A second. Just tidy that up. Save it. I'm far from finished. Don't even think for a start this is even the start of a finish. Start of a. Hello, UFO chick. Hello, beautiful. Hi, well. Jolly good. Lovely to see you. Hello, Haynes. I don't know who you are, but nice to meet you. Lovely. Welcome all. Dogface, hello, mate. I don't know if I just said hello. Hello, mate. Yeah. Just thought I'd say a quick distractive hello whilst I see what I did there, eh? Right, so from here. Give it a chance. Wait for it. Oh, it would out before I... Why ain't this... Oh, hang on, volume. Haha, see? Volume. There we go. All right, delete automation here because I don't know. We don't need that. We don't need any automation on any of these tracks at the moment, anyway.
Lee, I've got to step away for just a moment. My dog has to take a wee. I'll be right back.
Yeah, man. Yeah. You. Oh, so that's the heartbeat, isn't it? Right, so that's going to be no good. So that's redundant, pretty much. That's a redundant track. Okay, that's fair enough. Remember that as that. Right, so on to the next. want some synthy McSynthy stuff. This is going to be no good for that purpose, so guess what? Let's change it. Let's get rid of all this. We don't need this. Bye-bye. We need that. We'll leave that. We'll get this. We'll change this. So, Simps. Let's have a look at Simps. Simp leads. Let's have a look at it. This is where the time comes into it, ladies and gentlemen. He's going to wet his pants, isn't he?
Maybe a little bit.
See, tiniest little spark could just get me going. You notice that? Stupid, isn't it?
It's not a bad thing, though.
Right. Told you already had an idea. My fault. Let's do that again. supposed to have been that. That's fine. You're just getting carried away then for no reason at all. I'm going to keep that first bit. That should be fine. Copy them. Tell what we need to do. Save off and stupid. Let's save it here. Steve's had to disappear a second.
But it is sounding good.
It's very Newman-esque.
UFO Chick says it sounds like the bit where you can't defeat the boss in a game.
Yeah. Yeah. People always are liking the stuff I write to games. It's a mad thing. There's a massive industry there. it's massive. Hey, if you're getting stories in your head out of the music, I mean, that's it's doing its job, isn't it? You know, because the music's supposed to take you on a journey, isn't it? It's supposed to make you envisage, you know. Envisage things, yeah. I'll get the word out in a minute, you know. I need to go and eat a new dictionary, I think. I see. I think John's taken over my soul at the moment.
Yeah, that's how it feels. I'm not going to lie, I got a lump in my throat at one point when you were playing one synth. I was like, oh.
Steve's like, what the hell is going on? Right, so that's what we need there. That's the chorus line, basically. That to that, boom, like that. We go like that to that, like this, and we go like that to make it a whole thing like that, you see. And then what we want to do is take that nice little synth. Why is that being knocked out? I heard a fatal mistake in there. Did you hear it, Amber?
I did not know. I was too busy replying to people.
What?
Busy replying to people.
Oh dear. It's this one here. Can't be there. Oh no, as you would say, Amber. No. Right, now we need more synth. So we're going to change this ASMR. I'm going to carry on going down this list of Symphy Wimpies. Here we go.
Well, that sounds a bit funky.
It's not funky at all. Not in the slightest. Not when I do what I do.
Not once it's put in this note.
Me likey that.
Me likey too.
down the list. That's what I was looking for. Straight away, straight into it. Right. I'm doing it again. Not happy. That's what's going to keep it together, that is. And why all of a sudden is this? That's why. rid of that. Bye-bye. I know what I want and I'm gonna get it. Whether you like it or not, Mr. Instrument, I'm gonna take you on. Where is it then? Sounds like it's died in there. Right, okay. Now, see what he thinks about this right from the start then, pal. Right. Got to try, ain't you, Steve? You got to give it a go, ain't you, Steve? Hey, Steve. Steve. You there, Steve? What do you think of it so far? Rubbish!
Oh wow! It's dark, it's gritty, it's got that driving beat, and then that just monster sound that does. It sounds like a monster growling or waking up or something. It's just
Yeah, it sounds pretty nasty, doesn't it? Let's make sure this one is on time.
And in addition to the influences you've already mentioned, I've heard a little John Carpenter in there. He was one of my favorite composers as far as film scores and things, and he would kind of do that dark synthwave thing just as of the background for some of his films.
Indeed, mate, he would, yeah. So let's mark this one by doing this. Just so we know where that start is. Now we need the mix now. Now we're bringing back in the theme that we've used for your theme, right? So this is going to tie it in to Blood, Sweat and Fears, okay? I'm just playing with it at the moment. Don't take this as gold. This is just me mucking around with the piano to see what I can get. That I like. So what we're going to do is we're going to do this. Don't like it. Right, so. Not liking that. Just save it. Yeah, keep it a little bit more simple for this, because this is the chorus. This bit, first bit. Now in this bit, I'm going to change it up just slightly with that piano. then you've got the continuous. So you've got dropped out bit, then the continuous, dropped out bit, continuous. And that's generally the kind of attitude that we want. You know what I mean? What are you thinking so far, Steve?
Sorry, my mic was muted. I'm trying to be quiet here while I watch the master at work. And I've got a tickle in my throat and I keep coughing, so I didn't want to interrupt. But I'm loving it so far. It's got that whole Newman tangerine drum vibe. It's the drums and all the pieces are coming together. It's just amazing to watch you at work.
Ah, that's cool, man. I'm glad. But do you like it for what you could potentially use it for? Are you listening to it for something that you could use potentially?
Yeah, I'm already seeing things in my head and know videos that I've got coming up for 13 production videos. And I'm thinking that would be good here. I could put that bit here and move this around.
That's
here.
what makes me happy. That's what
seeing it in my head.
What I'm talking about. Yeah,
I'm thinking of the videos that I've got in queue. Thinking I could use that for this and just cross referencing everything there.
That pleases me no end, because obviously you want the best.
Your music is matching the videos that I see in my head that haven't been made yet. I know the story, the script, and I'm seeing, that would fit in there, and that would work with that. That totally set the mood for this video.
If it's setting a mood and it's setting your, like I said to the people in the chat, if it's setting off a visuals in your head, if you're giving you stories.
I told you last time. These are films that haven't been made yet that you're composing the music for here.
Well, that's beautiful. That's all I need to hear, because like I said, then it's worthy of purpose. You know what I mean? It's not just.
And I think that works out so much better, because usually they make the movie and then somebody goes in, composes the score and the sound design and everything. You're doing that first, and I'm knowing what visuals that I'm going to put with that to make the music work, because the music is so stellar and so beyond what I've got in mind and in my head. It's going to improve my visuals by having that kind of audio behind it.
Yeah. Hi, Louise.
Have to up my game and elevate my creativeness to match yours, and that's a tall order right there.
Well, it's perfect how I want it. At the end of the day, the idea is, mate, is that I'm writing for a purpose. I'm not just writing for the frivolous sake of writing. This is for purpose, and it gives me a bigger buzz. No, it's going to be actually used for something, rather than just a tune to to please myself and then maybe please someone else. When it's being made like this, with the idea that it's for another purpose rather than just all about me. I like that. It gives me a buzz. Cool. Right, so let's go from the top here for the second, so we can have a sort of like an ear break as we do, yeah? What I want to do here, quickly... I'm going to go like this. We're going to go... Get rid of that. Copy that again.
Midnight Society. Hey there.
Double up and triple up. Actually, that, because we're going to do this other drum. Hang on. Where is it from there?
Lee, I'm going to have to step away a minute. Again, I've got a drink of coffee here, and I'm going to have to return it to the earth. So
mate, you got to do what you got to do. All big respect to you, mate. Right, so we're going to do this here. when Steve comes back, we'll go back to the beginning, and we'll play it over. And I've done this track in about an hour. We spent the first half hour chatting. Tidy that up, like a tidy up thing that tidies things up. Always a good idea. What do you reckon? What do you reckon, Amber?
I reckon that sounds like a good idea.
Do you
I
reckon?
thought my mic was off then, so
No, you've actually got
sorry
it.
for the slow response.
Slower point.
Slow response, I nearly said. Response.
That didn't sound very polite, that, Amber.
No, it didn't, did it?
No, didn't. No, it didn't. No. Well, I say, not very nice, really, are you? Rather. Now, where are we? So this is another track for our Steve Stockton for 13 past midnight. Now, with it, there's a little bit of a thing, because I want to, hang on, I want to. So. I held that for so long because what I'm going to do is this. Volume track. Add 2 little dots. Bring that down. Move that maybe along to about there. Maybe that's a little bit too short. Too quick, I mean. I want to hang it for a while. And then fade her out. Bring it in a bit like that. Here we go. So let's have a little... Oh, get off. I didn't want to do that. Right, for a start, those notes slightly off, so let's sort them out. And those 2 notes are in there beautifully. So, and that faded out nicely as well, didn't it? Was it a bit quick though? Hang on. No, beautiful. Beautiful. That's what we're talking about, isn't it? Eh? Right, now what we want to do, right? What we want to do, right, is get into this one here. Beautiful. So we got that one and that one. We add them together and makes a whole nice one. We add that one and we go like that, and that adds that together. That is a wrap. We have got another track. So are you ready to hear this all the way through, Stephen?
Absolutely.
Stockton? We have completed another track in record time again, funny enough. Just want to say.
Yeah, you finished that one while I was away. I had 3 package deliveries show up, and Big storm rolling in here, starting to rain, so I had to go out and cover my motorbike up, which has a flat tire. I told you I live the most complicated or uncomplicated life ever. Always
You're
something.
just making me jealous anyway because I haven't got a bike anymore and I miss my bike and you've just wound me up now. Thanks very much. Cheers for that.
Sometime I'm going to bring on some of my gear, my pieces of kit, and show you what you could see if you can come over and spend the night, and we'll stay up all night and build a blanket for it and play with the synthesizers.
Right, so listen, we've got a track. This one is called The Next Move. So far you've got 3 tracks really, all in all, haven't you? Really, if you really drilled into it. The first one you could leave as a a one-piece thing, but it's also a 2-piece thing. So there's movements. That's why I've called this the next move. Okay, so like movement 1, movement 2, movement 3. Yeah.
Yep.
So here we go.
It's like a suite that you're working on here. It's
Yeah.
all. I love it.
And are you ready? So here we go for the JDs and Gentlemen. Here we go. Muty McMuty, and we're off. Start to finish. No, but we don't want that. We don't want that though. All right, so let's turn the metronome off a minute. Let me save it a second. Why ain't it saving it? Okay, let's do that wider so we can see it a bit better. Now it'll save it. See. It won't take long. It's actually not. That's not too much, even though it looks very complicated. There's not a lot going on. You notice how uniform it is. How's everybody in JD's and Gentlemen? Are you all having a good time? You happy? You enjoying yourself watching this creation? I'll say I do this quite often now. I mean, I know most people are getting used to what I do now. But stick a 1 in the chat if you're enjoying what you're hearing. And here we go. We're going to play it in 3, 2, 1. I had to play with the guitar with it. I think I might have to put it in. Pineapple War.
So apparently I'm the only one who thinks that pineapple on pizza is a no-no. Everybody else...
Nah,
think-
pineapple on pizza's all right. I has the old Hawaiian
No,
pizza,
no,
mate.
why? Why are you agreeing?
Because pineapple's lovely on a pizza. I don't mind it.
No.
I could take it or leave it. It doesn't really matter to me. I'm not one of those who's going to cry about it, though, Amber.
Yeah, but Chris is saying I love pineapple on pizza now. Look at her.
Yeah. Good for you, Chris. You wind her up, mate. She don't deserve the chair she's sitting on. You know, she's lucky I don't kick her out of the studio with that kind of attitude. Isn't that right, Steve?
Yeah, Steve likes pineapple on pizza too, don't you,
Yeah,
Steve?
and I even cook it in chili. I'll put it in with the habanero. The heat and the sweet plays so well together. And pizza. I
See,
like
I'm not a
pepperoni.
heat guy. I'm not a heat guy, I must
I
admit.
like
I'm not-
pepperoni with jalapenos and pineapple on the pizza. Again, the heat and the sweet. It works for me.
Pepperoni's all right. I'll do pepperoni. I mean, I even eat like 2 meats with a cheese slice. You know what I mean? I like all that malarkey. But on a pizza, I keep away from the stuff that's too hot.
No
I just don't
anchovies,
like
please.
cooked
That's the
pineapple.
only thing. Anchovies are too salty. I can't take those on a pizza.
Yeah, there's limits in there, Steve. Hey, there's limits, mate.
Yeah.
Right, do you know what? Right, now we've played that, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to have a little breakaway into a record, right? And what I'm going to do, and what I want to do is one I created earlier. Right? With that kind of attitude, I'm going to play one that John joined in with, right? That I wrote that's very similar to this, and it's called Under the Spotlight. Right?
Oh,
And you're going to note now why this sounds like this, right? Because when I wrote this, I wrote it as well as Do As I Please, right? So there's 2 records. There's Do As I Please. These are the records that I wrote, then got John to play keyboards on them, okay? So with John's Newman influence, like I said, Billy Curry influence. That's why John named himself John Curry. His name was Jonathan Wood, but he named himself John Curry after, Billy Curry.
stage name.
Stage name, yeah, I don't never do that, mate. I'm just the Lee G,
Technically, that's a stage
Lee
name.
G, good enough for me.
Technically.
You get it? You see what I did there, eh?
But technically, that is a stage name because you're just using the
Because
initial.
I do actually say to people, my name's Lee G. I don't say my name's Lee. I always say my name's Lee G. So I've always been known by Lee G. It's a funny thing. Rather than just Lee, it's always been Lee G. So I was going to put 2 E's on the end of it and class it as like my name, but I never got around to it. I don't need fanciful names. I'm just me, Lee G. So I'm going to play. So I'll play 2 records here, right? So one of them's going to be Under the Spotlight. That's the first one, and then the second one will be Do As I Please, Amber.
Oh, okay. You're looking at me as if I should have known
I
straight
say
away.
the first one is from the Incomplete album, right, which was recorded at Dave's house using the same program as I do here, but all records are made by me. So though there wasn't 100%, it's 99.99999% recorded here. And it's recorded exactly the same way. Yeah, no, you get me, don't you, Amber? You get me, don't you?
Yeah, I'll get you, bruv.
You know what I mean, don't you, bruv?
Yeah,
You know what I
bruv.
mean? All right, mush. You get me? What am I looking for, Amber?
I don't know.
Oh,
What
it's
are
not
you
backgrounds,
looking
is it, Amber? It's not backgrounds, it's overlays, isn't it, Amber? It's overlays. Here we go. Right, so the first record is from this album, right, which is Incomplete, which you can't see because I'm running my banner. Hang on, let's get rid of the banner a minute. There you go. Look at that, right? I made that. It's like a fading of mine and John's face on there.
Which, if you look closely,
red
you
curtain.
can see it.
You can make it out. It's not a great picture on there, but, it is there.
But how old is it? That's the.
Oh, God, that's like 20 years old, mate, if not more. 25 years old. So, Incomplete. What was it?
Under the Spotlight.
Now, like I said, I wrote this with John in mind and the Gary Newman thing in mind. You'll get it straight away.
to quench my thirst, 'cause it sustains my life. Just to have people to please, an audience to sing my song with me. Maybe just once. I know aspire to be greater than I am, but I'm just not me unless I'm under the spotlight. My only inspiration comes from all of you, and I never want to end the night. To turn a passion into a lifetime work. Well, it's a dream for me, but it might just work, and it could work for you too. I'm not out here to try to impress you. I'm not trying to step into a number one shoes. Don't think I missed that smooth. I don't aspire to be greater than I am, but I'm just not me unless I'm under the spotlight. My only inspiration comes from all of you, and I never want to end the night. I don't aspire to be greater than I am, but I'm just not me unless I'm under the spotlight. My only inspiration comes from all of you, and I never want to end the night. No, I never want to end the night.
You put me under pressure. I got to pay.
I refuse. You put me away, but I said, oh, 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 oh. Not me, I'll do as I please. Oh, 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 oh. I'll do as I please. You got into my pocket. Take all that I have. You left me dry, but I won't cry. 'Cause oh, 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 not me. I'll do as I please. Oh, 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 oh. I'll do as I please.
Well, all right. See what I mean about the numanoidy thing?
Definitely. I can hear it in there.
Yeah, you can't help but hear it, can you?
Good old John.
Everybody's having, yeah, good old John, eh? Miss John, don't we? Eh?
We do indeed.
Yeah, but I tell you what I can do, tell you what I could do. I suppose I could. One day, what I'll do is I'll share the screen and I'll play a little bit of the gig that we all did, sort of thing, in the room. You know, the
Oh, do
rehearsal.
you really have to?
Because that was a really good rehearsal, and I'd put the actual music to the back of it, sort of thing. So
oh yeah. So in all fairness, yeah, it's not bad, is it?
so,
To be fair,
it's not awful.
No.
It could have been way worse, mate. Because when we first started, it was. I mean, that was about 3/4 of the way through the rehearsing process.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
that, you know, really, look, if I'm willing to put my crappy self out there,
I was
too,
literally just stuck in that corner over there.
you were
Literally,
right, you were
literally right
there.
here. And I'm pretty sure all you can see is like the side of me in the video.
Yeah, I mean, it is.
But
what
we
it is.
managed to all fit in this small room.
We did.
Which was amazing, really.
We did. I mean, like I said, I didn't have any of this. We wouldn't be able to do it now because I'd have to pack down the studio.
I'm pretty sure you still had those speakers in here, did you not?
No, I'm pretty sure we were using them. Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, we were using them.
It was a long time ago now.
And I, yeah, like I said, and then I just remixed the album into it, and it isn't fake because we're playing with it. You know, we're playing totally with it.
Yeah.
You know, like they were backing tracks, but with the extras on there, kind of thing, to boost it up because it wasn't the greatest of recordings. Obviously, on a video camera, it wasn't great. Plus, it was only 720. I think it was only 720p. It might have been
It was probably less than that.
420 or whatever it is.
It was probably less than that because it was on your old camera.
Yeah,
On your.
It was. It was a while ago, long time ago. So, let's go back to the other track. We'll listen to that one again, and then we'll go back to listen to this one. What do you reckon about that? What do you reckon about that?
Oh, 1 second. I Love Weed Live has asked who I am. I am Lee's daughter.
That's Amber. That's my daughter. Yeah, let's change the camera a minute. Tell you what we can do. Just 2 seconds. Let's big me up a minute. Here we go. Sorry, Steve. You're still there. Look, there's Amber.
Hello. For
Say it.
everybody that doesn't know me, I am his daughter. La la la.
Yep. She's my second eldest. My eldest is Stacey. Stacey's would never come in here. Absolutely never. But Amber's more musical and stuff. She's into the singing thing when she gets it right. I mean, what's that? Sorry.
I'm sorry, what? I did quite well the other night, I think.
You did. I listened back, mate, and you weren't half bad. You, of course, you know, as
But then
usual.
again, they're songs that I know.
Yeah,
And
there you go. That's
so
the thing. It's the same as all these. I mean, just then you were doing the harmonies to Do As I Please perfectly fine.
yeah,
Because you know it so
I know
well.
it so well because we practiced it so much
Well, yeah.
that I'm never going to forget it.
Whilst you were all mucking around and I tried to...
Oh, some
edge
days
some-
it was so funny.
Yeah, because you used to wind me up. Because, as you know, I like my fun, don't I? But
Oh, yeah,
when I'm
100%.
working, how serious am I? You know,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
very business-like.
And I'm pretty sure it was John that day. And I'm pretty sure it was the day we were filming, actually.
Probably was.
I'm pretty sure it was.
That was the day.
That was the
video
day.
Is the day that I was quite irritated and I had to try and...
Yeah.
You could tell my guitar was rocking.
Because because John made some sort of joke and I cannot remember what it was, and me and Stag just could not stop laughing.
Yeah.
And then we
Yeah.
would look at John and just start creasing up again, and I can't remember what it was, but John could be very funny sometimes.
Yeah, well, I didn't find it impressive.
Yeah, but you were laughing at first until we wouldn't stop laughing.
Yeah, then it went past being a joke.
Oh, thank you, Stephen. I was all right.
What's that?
He said I was amazing.
Don't creep, Stephen. Don't do it, mate. It'll go to her head, mate. She won't be able to fit out the door with her head swelled and
Yeah,
stuff,
my head's
you know?
already big enough as it is.
Yeah, oh yeah, mate. It's truly large, isn't
Oh, yeah, extremely large.
it? Hey, mate, look where you
Take-
got it. Look where you got it from.
I was literally about to say I take after my father.
That's not funny.
You made the joke first.
I'm allowed to make the joke, mate.
I mean, I am
No
too.
one invited you to get funny with me, pal. I'll knock you out in a minute. Right, step outside.
We can do it in front of everyone. I don't care.
Oh yeah, we don't care. We're fisticuffs.
Let's go.
Fisticuffs at dawn. She's not a girl, but you know she'll fight her way out of that paper bag. Trust me.
Yeah, don't even bother putting me in it because I'll get out of it in 2 seconds.
You
flat.
will, mate. You will. You will. Yeah. Independent girl is our Amber. Woman. Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Hold your horses. I am no longer a girl. How dare you insult me?
To me, you're a little girl.
Yeah, but I'm always going to be your little girl.
Yeah.
Christ.
She's all right, ladies and gentlemen. I forgive her. Right, let's get on. What I've done is, for everybody that hasn't been here, I'm going to replay the lovely track, because I've now done 2 tracks for our Steve here. Steve. Hey, Steve.
Oh, they're brilliant.
Steve, you've got 2 tracks now. How'd you feel? How'd you feel? I mean, of course, I've got to render them off, but
I'm
that's
just
not...
blown away. I can't wait to start using them.
Right, so this one here, what I'll do is, I will render these off, and I shall email you them, and you shall probably have them by maybe tomorrow night, because what I'm going to do isn't just any final touches I'll do. And I'll give you MP3s anyway, so you can just use them for everything. All right, it's a lot easier. Yeah, you lose a slight bit of quality, but mate, you know, I own the stem files. It's all good. You know what I mean? I own all the files.
With the hearing that I have, I went to a lot of concerts in the 70s and 80s, so I can't tell the difference between MP3 or Wave or a FLAC or any of that stuff.
That's it.
I don't have audiophile hearing anymore.
You don't need wave files anymore, mate. MP3's perfectly fine, he says. Anyway, so everybody that hasn't heard this is what I wrote for Steve and his channel. This is the first, maybe, well, 1, 2 movements. So, you know, the first movement into the second movement that can be split up into 2 separate movements. You got me there, Steve, haven't you? You get it. So here we go. This is from the start. Let's mute and we'll go. Before we do, actually, title of this, it's called Blood, Sweat and Fears. Right, now Amber's just picked up on something that she knows me very well as. All right, now you can explain now.
So, when it transitions, I literally just looked at Dad and I goes, hang on a minute. I goes, you've got inspo from somewhere. And then it hit me, War of the Worlds. And if you listen, you can hear the like changeover.
Right.
So when it goes into the
Yeah.
So after like the clockwork and that transition, mad.
Right. You're muted, by the way, Steve. But for the Jadies and Lenterman that don't know, one of my major influences, right, because of how many different types of music and stylings are in it, was War of the Worlds. When I was 11 years of age, my brother gave me a set of headphones, stuck them on my head, told me to lay down on the floor with a cushion behind my head. He said, lay there and listen to that. And that is solely responsible for me becoming a musician.
Wow. Solely
responsible. That if there was any starting point of me thinking to myself, I wish I could write music, it was that moment. And it's always been War of the Worlds that I've always said that is my. It's not, it's not the film. It was
The music.
It was Jeff Wayne's War of the Worlds. It has to be the original, not the new ones, the newfangled ones with the new shows that were going around. No. Has to be the original one from 1970s, right, late 70s, whatever it was, early 80s. I think it was 79, I think it came out. I am not 100% sure on that. Don't hold me to that.
I'm not 100% sure either.
You could Google it, though, couldn't you?
I could well do, yes.
Right, it's got to be Jeff Wayne's original, right?
Oh, I know.
But yeah, that was if there's any piece of music that made me want to tell stories with music and want to envelop into it, and the thing that turned me on to many, many styles, because there was everything in it, and obviously after that, my mind just went racing with music. It went everywhere with music, literally everywhere. That's
it says
where
here
my eclecticness come from.
It says here in 1978 he released Jeff Wayne's musical version
Well, I was
of the
close
War of
when
the
I
Worlds.
1 year out. 1 year out.
There we go.
So, like I said, I was 11 when I first heard it. So
78.
I know.
Gee.
Which worked. No, I was at. So yeah, if it came out in 78, I heard it in 79, which was right. I was 11.
Mad.
See, so I got that right as well.
Amazing. And it sticks with you that long, and it's still an influence.
But it's absolutely it is. If I have one idolized,
lit something up inside you.
Yeah.
I'd love to see it live.
If I'd have had
would.
one idolized, influential, composer, it would be Jeff Wayne. If I had to pick one. I don't play favourites, as everybody knows, because I just like music in general. But definitely one of the major influences of my music and the reason why I write definitely is the idea of War of the Worlds, as Jeff Wayne's version. And then David Bowie. For just stylising music, for telling story with song. I like the telling a story with a song. So, yeah.
Well, you think the way it was done as well, when it was first ever done and they played it on the radio, people thought it was actually happening, didn't they?
Yeah, in the States, no. That's when Orson Welles read the book.
Oh, right, okay. Which was when? When was that?
Orson Welles didn't read the book. It was what's his name that read the book, wasn't it?
I can't remember. I know I learnt about it in school anyway.
Because the book is that.
So it was like 1938 or something like that. I believe.
Yeah.
And it was set up as a radio play, and they actually said, this is a play.
But a lot of people missed that part, didn't they?
Because they would play music, and then the reporter would break in with the latest report, and people thought they were hearing real news reports. And there was actually a town in New Jersey where they shot the town water tower, because they thought it was an alien craft that was.
I didn't know that much.
Yeah, they went nuts, mate. Some people killed themselves and all sorts, mate. It was a terrible thing.
Guy came home, his wife was in the bathroom with a bottle of
It was
lye.
Orson Welles, wasn't it? It was Orson Welles that read the story, wasn't it? Yeah. And he had to go around apologising, didn't he, to everybody? He had to go and apologise, didn't he, to the whole town and stuff, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, I didn't even know about that until well after,
Yeah.
But, yeah. You can understand why he wrote a story about why he ended up writing music about it. Anyway, we're going to play the next track now, which is the other one we wrote tonight. Well, sorry, the one we wrote tonight, because this one wasn't written tonight. It was written last week. But, So here we go. Back to the next move. What did we think of the last one, though? Are we all happy with that one? 100% it's a go, is it, that one? What do you reckon, Steve? Is it a go?
Oh, definitely a go. It was a go from the beginning. I'm that confident in your abilities there that you could put anything together and I would like it. But I really, really, really like what you've done here. And
Wicked.
the second one, the one that you did tonight, that just came together so quick. The next movement, that's brilliant.
Yeah, the next move coming together so fast, didn't it? Because, like I said, you only had to say one word, and I got
And
a whole
inspiration, yeah.
a whole thing from it. I don't even need a lot of inspiration because I'm one of them. God, it sounds so freaking arrogant.
I think when I said Newman, that was just okay. You had what you needed.
Yeah, but
and then
Yeah.
off you
The
went.
thing is me and you just looked at each other as well straight away, and I knew.
You knew a whole strew of reasons
It
why,
was
didn't
just
you?
a moment
Literally,
of
yeah. As soon as
synchronicity
you
there.
said it, Steve, I was just like,
Just
Yeah,
Right,
so
that's it.
I tell you, you and I,
In
Steve,
sync.
we've got some
cosmic connection
synchronicities
there. Yeah,
Yeah, man, we really have. We do it all the time. I've noticed that all the time since literally day one of meeting you. It's a crazy thing. It is a crazy thing. I mean, I believe in a lot of that. Kashi Chris will tell you that. So let's go on to the next movement. Well, the next move it's called. I didn't want to call it the next movement. I just call it the next move. Yeah, good stuff, huh? 2 tracks, mate. 2 tracks so far, and I'm going to carry on. There'll be more. Because I don't think 2 is enough. I think, you want a few to choose from that you can use here and there. And then, yes, they'll hear those same tunes again, but that's what adds familiarity to you specifically, you know? I mean, look at Alien Girl. I did 19
That's how it
tracks
becomes
there.
iconic. You associate it with whatever, like War of the Worlds for you.
Yep.
People
Yep.
watch the video or the channel and come to associate that music with that particular channel.
Well, take Alien Girl. If you went to listen to Alien Girl in the morning, I mean, everybody in the chat will agree with this. Everybody that knows Alien Girl and goes to her channel in the morning, they'll know the Alien Girl tune, several of them. They'll know the Crystal Caves tune. They'll know the Craft and the Craft. They'll know Zeta Reticuli, and they'll know the actual theme track, which is a vocal piece. And because they know them all. And also, they're actually getting used to hearing, even though it's got a really long intro, she never gets to the actual where it starts going off on the beat. She plays Alien Arcade a lot as well. So whenever there's a dance party, what she calls a dance party, if she gets 50 in the chat, she does a lot what she calls a dance party, and she'll start playing the music loud, but only for about 10, 20 seconds because some people leave, and it's because it's not about that. It's about UFO show, and people just want the serious news and stuff. Shame, because you should have a bit of fun with life as well. Shouldn't all be serious.
Indeed.
Plus, she's not an authority on it, like she says. She's just trying to discover, like we all are. And thing is, when you have a channel, people hold you to a different standard. When at the end of the day, you're just another person like anybody else, as you know, Steve.
Well, yeah, it's like I have researchers, editors, writers, things like that. But when it comes down to me, I'm the one that takes the blame or the accolades. So it's kind of a two-way street there. A great video,
Yep.
Steve. And they don't think about all the work that went in behind the scenes.
That's it.
But
It's
if
not
I
just you.
Make one
Yeah.
little mistake, then that's me on the front line. I'm the one with egg on my face. So it's
That's it. That's it. Yep. Yep. You get the good and the trash. But anyway, hey, that's life, Jim. But not
that's
as we
just
know
the way-
it. Not as we
the
know
way
it,
goes,
Captain.
yeah.
So let's shush you. No one said you could laugh. That's more like it.
You better be careful. She's behind you.
I just hit my mouth. Ow. Goddamn Mike.
That goddamn Mike. I hate that bloke, don't you?
Oh, dear.
Oh, why is it always Mike? Can't we call him something else? Oh, here he is. Look.
Oh,
Decided to come in right near the end of the show, mate, when I've finished writing the track. and
I was
everything.
just about to say
Do you know
that
what I mean?
as well.
Callum Rochester. I mean, mate. Hello, mate. I noticed you. Listen, if Shay comes in the chat, someone tell me, because
He whinged the other day.
he did, because I never notices him. Well, if he's only in there and says like one little thing, I'm not going to notice it among 30 people, or whatever, am I? All right, at the moment we got 16 people, or 16 lovely, wonderful JDs and gentlemen.
But when Shay was in the other night, that's when like 60 people come in.
Exactly. So it's kind of it was a raid. Thank you from Steve, actually, mate. I wanted to say thank you. Thank you very much, mate.
I enjoy doing those.
It cracked me up. I'm like, oh my god, that's me. Look at them all. I mean, that was the most I've ever had in the chat, to be honest. It wiped away my highest one, because my highest one was what, 30 32, something like that. 32. So that I mean, I don't know when I'm going to get that again. Definitely not to hang out in the chat. I mean,
think my record for one time was a little over 800. So the next time that happens,
no way.
Well, yeah, he's got a big channel, man.
Well, no, yeah, I know, but 800 people. How do you talk to them all?
You don't. You generalise.
Pick one or
you
two
say hi to everybody, or one or
to
two
the
people that you
chat,
know.
and sorry if I missed anybody. It wasn't intentional.
That's it. Well, because I mean,
the video.
it's like now. I mean, I'm lucky enough. There's enough people in here that I can pick on everybody. I can mention everybody like I did. I said hello to every single person that came in, didn't I? Right. But when it gets to a certain number, it just becomes impossible. It becomes impossible.
Chat's
At
moving
30,
so
it's very
fast.
hard.
You can't say, I could sit there and just say hi to everybody for the rest of that show and never do
Yeah,
anything else.
that'd be it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't have a show. You just wouldn't.
Your
have a
show would
because-
just be saying hello to people.
exactly.
Maybe
exactly.
I should do that. I should do a live stream and call it Steve Says Hi. And then just say hi to everybody that comes in.
That'd be great. Actually, Steve, can I come in
the
and join
show.
on that? Because I'll say hi with you.
Yeah, that'd be
Yeah,
great.
I'll join too,
There
and then
we
that's
go.
3 of us saying hi.
Yeah.
So
We
there
can
we
just
go.
say we're all high together. Hey, see what I did there? See what I did?
I see what you did there.
Is I Love Weed Live still here?
Yeah, he's there. He's
He would have enjoyed that.
Troy's hiding in the back, probably doing his blooming
That
hubbly or
would
whatever
be
it is.
funny, though. Just not tell people what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Just every person that comes in, hello, Giovanni. Hello,
Yeah.
Callum. Hello, Nora. And just keep sitting there and going through the list. And they're like scratching their heads like, well, when's the show going to
What's this show about? Well, you've had the
This
show.
is
It's
the
been a
show.
high. This is a show
And then
about
at the end,
high.
good night,
Yeah, see, I
everybody.
told
Thank
you
for
Troy's
being
still
here.
here.
And then tell them all goodbye and then sign off.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so you do literally everybody hello, and then everybody
And
goodbye.
everybody goodbye. And that's the end of the show.
That would be funny.
The 3 of us together could get in so much trouble. I love it.
Yeah, oh, definitely, and I don't mind. I don't mind at all. So
Oh,
yeah,
dear.
anyway, I'm glad to see you're still here, Troy. Hey, yeah, that's it, mate. Getting high, are we? Hey, it's all right for some, innit? I'm 7
All
weeks
day,
deep.
every day.
I'm 7 weeks deep, clean, man. 7 weeks deep. No cigarettes, no weedies, nothing. Yes, I said
I'll
goodbye
be
to it all.
tobacco 3 weeks tomorrow at 5 p.m. Mountain Time. But I'm
Good
still-
man. Good
still
man.
vaping. I had it here. I don't know where I put it, but
Yeah, I
I'll
don't
still
do.
do the
I don't.
vape.
I've swapped it for nothing. I've swapped it for thin air. I
and
do
just
nothing.
keep dialing the nicotine down a little more each time, and eventually it'll just be vape juice, and then I'll put this away. So
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I mean, good man. Good. Don't matter how you do it, you're doing it. Setting up for your live, are you, mate? Eh? Yeah, yeah. That's it. Just tell everybody, why not?
How very dare you?
Yeah, how very dare you? How dare you? Anyway, right. So let's get on with it. See, we just wasted a little bit of time. We can waste some more time in a minute because we got about half an hour. Because I always do the 3 hour thing because it's nice. So I love threes. If anybody knows. Oh, by the way, I did my numerology the other day, and I am a 7. If you understand what numerology is and you understand how to work it out, guys, go and work it out for yourself. I am a 7. A 7 is quite an extraordinary thing, I have to say. It does make me sound rather large-headed yet again, right? But if you go and read what a 7 is, a 7.
I mean, I could always
is
read
quite-
it out.
You could do that if you want to,
Yeah.
Amber. Right? And
Right.
it's working out, basically, you work out your date of birth, right? And what you do, first of all, you add up all the numbers together, right? But firstly, what you do is you just, your year, so you add that up. So mine is 1968, so it's 1 plus 9 plus 6 plus 8 equals 24, right? Then the 2 plus the 4, right, equals, right? So then you add that number with the first date and the second date, so in my case, it'd be the 30th of the 7th, right?
But you
So
take
don't-
off any
Ignore
zeros.
the zeros. Ignore all the zeros. Right, so yeah, and then you get it. You keep adding up until you get to one number, not a double digit, a one single digit from 0. So it'd be from 1 to 9. All right, mine's a 7, Amber's a 5.
5.
I've also had another number come up, wasn't it? The 317, wasn't it?
But that was from your oracle
That was
cards
from
that
Oracle
Bree
cards,
did.
Yeah,
And
no,
it
but it's because I
accounted
looked
to-
at the time when I finished. I looked at the time, didn't I?
And it was 317.
317, and she did that as well, and that came up with 11, right? And that was quite a nutty thing as well, because it matched what the oracle card said, and then when the numerology did, it came to, oh, he's an 8. Look,
Oh, guess who else was an 8?
you
I
can't be a 10, Kathy.
You'd be a 1.
Cathedra. You can't. Yeah, you'd be a 1.
Right, so what number 7 says anyway. So the number 7 tends to describe intellectuals, deep thinkers, philosophers and scholars. Those touched by it analyse things from every angle before making a decision. Their souls are visionary and their way of thinking unique. So those of you that know my dad can put 2 and 2 together and say that is 100%
Hang on
him.
a second, right? There's something else, right? There's 7 days of the week. There's 7 continents. There's 7 seas. There's 7 notes to music.
To a scale.
To a scale. Yeah, 7 is a nutty thing. Right, Dalai Lama, 7. Jesus Christ, 7. Buddha, 7.
Yeah.
Just
I'm at
saying.
6. Just missed it.
There's more 7s out there. Yeah. See, Finn, Lizzie, Bree, she knows the score. Yeah, 7, 7, 7, 7, 7. It's nuts. It's just a nutty thing. I was blown away because it wasn't that. It's if you read everything. Oh, plus as well in in number letters as well. 7 appertains to G, P, and Y. So Lee G. So the G's even aspected. It's just absolute nuts when you look at the old numerology. And anybody that thinks numerology is woo-woo, I actually don't think it's woo-woo. I think because everything can be accountable by numbers, right? So there's not a thing on this planet or in the universe that can't be quantified using numbers.
Indeed.
Everything is about
You look
numerology.
in nature,
everything.
the Fibonacci sequence is in
Yeah,
there.
the Fibonacci
everywhere.
sequence. Yeah, all of those things. It's it's all.
It's all numbers. Music is
all
numbers.
numbers.
It's
Music
all
is numbers.
I
Apparently
think
I'm a great
God
mathematician.
God is in the numbers if you
Yep.
look at it that way.
Yep, absolutely that. Yep. It's a nutty thing, isn't it? Nutty thing. I am quite blown away by realising that, because I didn't even realise, and it said a lot about myself. It told me about myself, and I'm sat there going, what the, how, what? I mean, obviously I'm not the only one, am I? You know, it's not like I stand alone in that, but it's just a nutty thing, you know.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, BRB, mate, BRB, yeah. So, you're muted.
Yeah, he's muted.
Yeah. Well, I don't know what you guys think about that, but I think it's fairly interesting. I do think it's fairly interesting. Like I said, I was quite blown away, and because I'm a musician, clearly I'm not great at maths, guys. I'm really not. I can do what I need to do, and I understand. I mean, look, we worked out that thing, didn't we?
Oh, yeah.
But you know, you see 7 and 8 everywhere. Yeah, I see 3s. Nearly every time I look at the clock, like, you know, even if it's in the afternoon, I'll see 333. I see them all the time. 3 seems to be a thing for me to see. So it's a very strange thing.
That doesn't surprise me, Bree.
Yeah, I notice loads of things people don't, because I'm analytical. That's why. I notice things that you wouldn't even bother with. I even say things you wouldn't even bother with. Oh, you find that funny, dear? That's it. That's it. Pick on the little guy.
The little guy always falls short.
Cathedra, I've got to tell you something. I'm going to...
Oh, I know.
I'm not going to say anything, but I'm going to show you something, Cathedra. Purely fictitious, but and excuse my errors of my writing. I'm not showing you anymore. That
People will pause it.
they're going to now, aren't they?
Yeah.
Right, listen. I ask you not to do that.
They'll rewatch it and pause it right at this point.
Yeah. Well, guess what? I'm going to go back to this video because there's no music playing or nothing, and I'm going to snip that bit out. So if you're going to do that, you best be bloody quick. Whilst I'm still alive. If you... why would you have to even say anything, Amber?
Because I'm not stupid. And it's obvious.
Yeah.
Everyone have a little respect, just don't.
Yeah.
Please, for my sake, because I will get the brunt and end of it.
I'll lose the show. Anyway, I applied for monetization thing last night as well, just to let you know, guys. It could be a month or whatever, you know. I don't know how long, but I've
Finally done it.
what do you mean finally done it? Look, they asked me if I wanted to apply. I wasn't even going to bother. Because, as you know, my little darlings out there in YouTube land, you can, yeah, it's your song, yeah. It's a song involving you. Of course, I've been a bit fictitious, like we've had a long-distance relationship. But yeah, take it how you like, you know. At least it's a song about, you know, with your little name there. I just find your name really easy to roll off, and I think it'd suit the song that I've got in mind. So I'm using it, and I hope you're all right with that. And we can look, if it ever does anything, we can just tell everybody it's true, because that caused controversy. It's all good. All right. And then when they finally find out it's just a laugh, just because you came into the show one day, and I went, oh, I like that. Oh, look at that, 96% on my
Phone-a-rooney.
no, I was going to say my leadless charging.
Oh.
And now put it on. I don't want to know. There we go. So just finish it off. So, what do you think of that? Is that good, or are you you're annoyed by that?
Oh.
I'm not going to say your name, but hello. I'll give you a bit of the chord structure. I'll do that for you. But not like that, because that sounded like a wet fart.
Funny that.
And ask him that.
Funny that, because sucker wet farts in the chat.
Right, so. That's as much as you're getting. Yeah.
Yeah,
And,
but now I've got the lyrics in my head and it's really annoying.
is it annoying though?
It's annoying because I want to sing it and I know I can't. Not that I can't sing, I just mean I can't.
I'll give you
Because,
one clue. 5,000 miles away. Reseda.
They ain't going to get it from that.
Yeah, they are. No,
Nah.
but they're going to get Reseda. Well, they know where Reseda is. Everybody knows where Reseda is, don't you? If you don't, you know, you live in the States, for goodness sake. California, in case you didn't. Why the hush hush? Because I have to write it first. I have to complete it. That's why the hush hush. It's not a completed thing yet. There's some ideas jotted down, and I have a chorus idea.
Oh, there you go. Giovanni, Oakland, California.
There you go. Yeah. And the fact is, I live 5,000 miles, or 5.2 thousand miles away from Reseda. From California. You know, it's the California thing, you know. And those words that I've written down, it's all very well you having a look at them, but they might not be the finished thing anyway. And I always change things. Do I not?
Yeah,
I mean, There's Only Now, the song I wrote, There's Only Now, look, it sounds and looks nothing like the original writings that I did. It changed and evolved with the way I sang things with what was going on. And I ended up using words and phrasings that worked better for what was going on. Right, and I'm basically being fictitious with the fact is, you know, I'm just using your name. I'm putting you in a place that can be mixed up nicely. It's a beautiful looking place. It's, you know, it's California, blah blah blah. You know, that sort of thing. You know what I mean. So it's the sun, it's the surf, that sort of thing, and it's the not believing in things could happen online. You know, not having any faith in that thing, but you know, having the mind completely changed and moved over to the side of believing because things happen and you know, a relationship sparks up. It's one of them relationship sort of songs. You know, it's a fictitious thing, but you know, you're a storyteller as well as a musician, you know, so it doesn't have to be a real story. It only has to come from a spark of thing. And these stories do happen. So it's an actual story that has happened.
That could have happened.
No, it has happened, 100%.
Oh, well, yeah, it's happened for somebody.
Yeah, absolutely, it's happened for somebody, right? And
If not many.
If not many, yeah. And I'm going off of that, basically. It's one of those, you know, because I didn't believe in even making friends online like this. Trust me, you know, not one little bit.
Well, no, you used to tell me when I was younger.
I used to just say, what a load of balls. You can never get, you know, you can't get someone's mannerisms. You can't really get a sense of who they really are. But I was wrong.
I had an online
I was
friend,
wrong,
didn't I?
but I'm one of them people that's willing to admit I'm wrong and just change, you know, I turn 180 degrees, you know. Or 360, whatever you want to. Is it 360? Yeah, 360, isn't it? All the way around.
Yeah.
So anyway, we haven't even heard this track again yet, so we're gonna listen to this track now, and then we got a quarter of an hour to have a little bit of a chat, and then which is nice, isn't it? Oh, that'd be nice, yes. Oh, I can't even see you in the background there, Amber, because I've moved the camera. Hang on.
Oh, that's not very fair. Oh, you can see me.
No, you can
slightly.
like that, but you can't when
You
it's like
can't
that,
when it's-
sharing the thing. No,
Yeah.
no.
Well, that's not very
Oh,
nice
you can
now,
see
is
that
it?
though, can't you?
There we
There
go.
you go. Look, there we are.
Happy
We're over there.
days.
Hello, everybody. Are you well? Jolly good. Lovely to see you all. Thanks very much for being here. I could do it in a one-tone voice as well if you like, so that you get really bored of me, and I don't change or get any ups or downs in my vocals, so you get really, you know, bored. Is that no? That's like computer says no. Right, here we go. Sorry, I was getting a little bit overexcited there, wasn't I?
Yeah, just a tad.
You could tell in my voice. I was
Yeah.
getting really excited. Right, here we go. Here's this track. This is one we wrote today.
I hope you all enjoy it.
Yeah, so do I. if you're gonna be vaping, Steve, I'm gonna turn off your mic. All right.
Okay, sorry about that. And I got the camera, but I didn't hit the mic, and
Callum just said that's Shay's voice. One tone, one sound.
Do you hear that?
Hey, that's my son you're talking about, Callum. Me and you's gonna be having words, pal.
No, but I find that highly hilarious.
Let the music carry you away. Yeah, I will. Right, so I'm gonna mute you, or you can mute yourself, Steve, because that's the kind of guy I am. I'll allow you to do that to yourself.
I will mute myself.
Yeah, that's it, mate. I won't never want to tell you to shut up because that's just not my style. All right. But everybody tells me, so I'm used to it. Right. Anyway, here we go.
3, 2, 1, go.
Let's listen to something. delivered to your door, packaged in an MP3 packet.
That is just amazing, and to have been here for the creation process of it, and this one it went even faster than the last one.
Yeah, because the other one I was soundscaping. That's a lot of a different thing. This was writing a tune. Writing a tune is a different thing, as you've discovered. Because, like I said, I may have written that track last week, but I spent another, like I said, 2 days just titivating
Perfecting
sound and mixing it.
Amazing.
And that's what took the time. So anyway, I've got to say, you know what time it is? I've just realised something as well. Have you realised something, Amber?
No.
No, you haven't, have you? Wrong background.
What was the background?
The background was the normal show.
Oh.
That one.
Oh.
I mean, it's still the same, still me, isn't it? Still First for Audio, but it's Night Writer, so,
Oh dear. Whoopsie.
Look,
Well, it's
that's
been
why-
like that for the whole show.
That's why there's a writing program up there, look, on the screen, on the
Yeah,
left
yeah,
screen.
yeah.
First for Audio on the right and my piano at the bottom. Come on. I took that photo with all these things in mind. Think about that. The analytical mind of that. So shush, yeah? Okay, when you're quite finished, I'm going to say my my Cheerios, because, ladies and gentlemen, the time has run away with us, and it is now 5 minutes away from a 3-hour show. How about that for a bag of sugar? I don't know why I said that, bag of sugar, but,
Bree, how rude. I cannot believe you.
Don't be so... don't be so anally. Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. I am. I can't help it. It's just in my no nature. Yeah. No.
Brrmt.
I'm going to write a song called Seven. I think it's got to be done. And I'll use all the elements of what we've spoken about and that. You can unmute yourself if you want, Steve. I really don't mind.
Okay.
That's the kind of
Sure.
Yeah, that's the kind of guy I am, mate. I'm up for that. I'm kind of guy that don't mind someone unmuting themselves and actually talking to me, mate. Yeah, you are on the show, by the way. And so much for you leaving
Wait, what?
before the end of the show.
See me and hear me?
Yeah, everybody can see you. Ladies and gentlemen, let me just let me just say, that guy.
Thanks.
Hey, listen, if you're not used to that by now, mate.
There was a
This
time
is-
when I
this has
said
been
I
Steve
would
Stockton,
never show
ladies and
my
gentlemen.
face, and now I can't stop. It's like it used to be just the voice, and I was never going to do a face reveal, and then I did it a couple of times, and then it's like, okay, I'm just going to keep doing this, and here we are.
Yeah, because it's fine. It's fine, dude. Hey, lovely bloke like you,
I
mate.
don't look
shush
any
it.
worse than anybody else on the internet. That's the way I
Exactly.
look.
Listen, it's just the internet. This is not TV, right? This is what I always say to people. That's why
And I'm
I
not
can
here to win any beauty contests. It is
No,
what it is.
exactly.
I'm as
exactly.
real as
And-
you get, the voice, the look, everything. And none of
Yep,
it's
you're just a
contrived.
real guy being a real guy.
I've
just
even
happens
had
to be.
people ask me, "Is that your real voice? Is that really the way you talk when the narration?" Yeah, it's just I don't
Yeah.
know why. I mean, sometimes the delivery will be a little different because I've had that radio training and that sort of thing. But when I'm narrating and telling my stories, it's just
You're
me
just
talking.
reading and talking, dude. That's it. So
But I try
let
to
me
make it
just say-
sound like I'm not reading it. I'm telling the story. I want the person to be there because, like that
Yeah.
monotone voice
I have
you're
to
doing,
say,
I've heard narrators do that where it's just like they're literally just reading it. There's no emotion, no
Yeah.
up or down.
Whereas you're not. You're understanding the story and relaying the story.
that's
Yeah.
like Dad showed me one of your. I think you were live streaming at the time, and I was listening, and I turned round to Dad and I said, "It reminds me very much your voice of what did I say? What's his name?
Can't remember.
Oh, the guy that does the nature shows.
Oh right, yeah. You said.
Oh, I can't think of his
I'm
name.
not sure
Tonight,
the
moment.
reference,
But it's just
I'm
like a
curious
soothing.
now.
You've got a very soothing voice, and
Well,
I
thank you.
I
And
could fall
I hear
asleep
that. I
listening
get
to you.
people that say, "I'm sorry, but I listen to your videos to go to sleep." But that doesn't bother me if it helps you
No.
sleep.
No.
It helps
Whatever,
you sleep.
whatever, man. Yeah,
I've got
totally,
people
totally.
that listen that have PTSD, that have chronic pain,
Yep,
fibromyalgia,
yep.
insomnia, anxiety, whatever. I
Hey,
got
man,
a
look, you're helping people wherever it is, mate, and that's
oh
at the
well,
end of the day,
I've got a thing.
you
It's
know.
on my Facebook where somebody actually wrote to me. They were driving in the car. The wife was listening to my latest video and was listening to that to stay awake. Her husband had a seizure. She was able to get a hold of the wheel, push him off the gas pedal, and get the car pulled over. And she thanked me for inadvertently saving their lives because she was trying to pay attention to what I was saying. And otherwise, she would have fallen asleep and they would have went off the road. So you never know. Right place, right time. At least my voice was. So
Yeah, well, that's
uh,
it, mate.
That's
That's
crazy.
it, dude.
I love it.
God. So let me just say, everybody in the chat, you've been fantastic. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you all chatting all night, and that's what you want to see. You wanna
Sorry
see
to interrupt, Dad, but
plenty of-
Dogface got it. David Attenborough.
That's it, David Attenborough. That's it. Yeah, he does. He does. He sounds like an American sort of David Attenborough. You could
Maybe
listen
the
to him all
American
day long.
David. 'Cause I thought David Attenborough when you said nature shows, but I'm like, I don't have an accent like that. So
And yet you look like his brother, Richard Attenborough. Sound like David, look like Richard. Spared no expense. Anyway,
Sorry.
so
but I
JD's
consider
and
that a
Letterman.
compliment. Thank you, Amber.
No
Yeah,
worries.
cool, dude. Right, so I'm going to say my goodbyes. Thank you very much, Steve. It's been brilliant having you on again. I didn't even think you'd stay for the whole show, and I'm so pleased that you
I
did.
didn't know if I'd be able to, but here I am. So
Yeah,
it's been
oh
a
mate,
pleasure.
it's
I didn't wanna
always a
duck
pleasure
out
to have you on.
I've got
It's been lovely to meet you properly
yeah,
as well.
and you as well. I love the way you guys interact. It reminds me of my daughter. She's been with me. I've had her since she was 6 years old. I had full custody of her, so she's a total daddy's girl. She's off in Las Vegas now doing her own thing, but we had that kind of dynamic where we would
Yeah, it's
cut
cool,
up
isn't
and
it?
Yeah,
play
we've
with
been
each
like
other
it
and
for-
joke back and forth like nobody else could joke that way with us.
No,
but
no,
we
no,
don't
that's
get
it.
offended when it's each other. I love that.
Well, that's it.
Oh, we're very much
that's
like
it.
that, yeah.
We've always been the same with each other. Obviously, as she's got older, it's been easier for her to come back at me. So it's actually the dynamic's been better as she's got
As
older.
I've got older, yeah.
Yeah, definitely, innit?
Yeah, 100%.
We-
Because I don't take offence to it anymore, whereas when I was younger, I would take offence to it.
Oh
And
yeah,
then,
my daughter would do that stomp off and then come
Yeah.
back. And
yeah.
she'd
Yeah.
think what
Whereas
she wanted to
now
say.
we don't have
But,
that.
Yeah, you get that.
Now we're
like,
just
that
back and forth.
Now it's just now it's just banter. Now it's
Yeah.
just banter. And I get the same with my wife. My wife, if my wife came in here and we were doing this, she'd have some smarmy comment to make so it'd make me say something back. So we'd start a back and forth.
Just
But,
winding each other up. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, in pure fun
But
and love.
literally, all of us do it, don't we? Me, you,
Yeah.
Kim, Bailey.
Yeah,
like,
all of us.
we
Yeah,
all
that's
do it.
Yeah, my younger son, he's
Oh,
a smart
he's-
one. Our
he's
Bailey.
funny.
I got her with one the other day. I said, Jessica, I haven't told you this in a while, but I think you're a 10. And she said, really? And I said, yeah, on the pH scale because you're basic. And that just
You're basic.
that kind of gobsmacked her for a while, but she came up back with one. I don't remember what it was.
My mate Luke Jackson.
Every
my
now
mate
and then
Luke
I'll
Jackson.
get her like that.
Yeah. My mate Luke Jackson, he'll come in, and I'll be playing the song or something, and I'll go, what do you reckon of that then, Mush? And he'll turn around and go, mediocre. So I do it all the time, like if he's playing a game or something and that as well, if he gets a role in a movie, I'm like, yeah, mediocre. He's supposed to be on the show soon because the movie's just come out that he's in, all right? And yes, I have an Ant-Man guy coming on the show. And yeah, because I'm allowed to say that now because he's out. And he'll be here hopefully in a couple of weeks, provided he actually gets his ass round here, clearly. But he's going to tell us all about his little antics and that he was in, what he did within the thing, and give us a little bit of behind the scenes sort of chat and that, because he was in it.
A little bit of an interview.
Yeah, but we're not going to go into what he did yet. We'll let him do all that. And,
Yeah.
I'll get him to post me the photographs and stuff so I can put some photographs up on the screen. And yeah, so I will have a visitor from the Marvel Universe. How about that? That'd be good, wouldn't it, JDs and Lenterman? Couple of weeks' time.
Good one.
Let's
Good on you.
Well, provided he don't bloody let me down. But knowing Luke, you know what I mean? When he's late, he's late. So like, if I said come around a couple of weeks' time, it'd be next year. But you know, if he's listening, he's probably cursing the hell out of me now. Right? Right. So listen, we're gonna shoot off here. I'm going to play the outro. Thanks very much. Cheers, Steve. Stick around, Steve, and we'll have a little quick chat afterwards. And see you later, everybody.
Goodbye.
See you really soon.
Whatever it is, wherever
Goodbye,
you are.
all.
Thanks, everybody.
The only time that matters is now. Time is not a future.